Excuse me, Ren. I was wondering... Hey, not now, Stimpy. I'm trying to read. These job advertisements don't read themselves, you know.
But, Ren, I just wanted to tell you something really important.
All right, fine. Now, what is it you want, man?
I know where we can find a job, Ren. Oh, really? Well, what is it? I cannot give the spoilers away. Come on, Stimpy. Spit it out, man. I can take it. Well, all right. Well, it's...
I cannot believe this, Stimpy. Out of all the jobs we've looked for, you chose a sushi factory?
Well, look on the bright side, Ren. At least we'll be making some dough here.
Well, she looks friendly. Maybe.
I see that you're my new employees.
Yeah?
Ooh, that's good. Now listen, you idiots! This is a very serious task! Now then, your job is to take the pieces of sushi off the conveyor belt and place them directly into these containers here. Then you can place the containers back on the line right here. 6 pieces of sushi into one container. And if any sushi passes through that window unboxed, the both of yous will be fired! Underline, fired! Well, what are you lazy bums standing around for? Get to work! Let the sushi roll! Remember, if one piece of sushi passes through that window, you'll be dead meat in the desert!
Well, Stimpy, looks like it's time for us to deliver some dead fish.
Aye, aye, Ren.
La da dum dum da dum di dum dum, da da dum da di dum la di dum dum, la da da dum da dum di dum dum, da da dum dum da dum da 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 dum. You know, Ren, you might think this may not be the most successful job in the world, but at least we're doing something that's actually productive.
Oh, absolutely, Stimpy. But most importantly, in a few minutes, we'll be able to earn some of that green stuff. Money!
Hey, somebody's speaking my language today. Hey.
La da dum dum da dum di dum dum.
Hey, Ren, is it just me, or does the conveyor belt seem to be going a little faster?
What are you mumbling about, stupid?
Hey, can you slow it down?
It's no good, Stimpy. We're just gonna have to keep grabbing these sushi pieces.
Easy for you to say.
She's coming back. Why, Stimpy, look! They stick to the ceiling!
I'm on it, Ren.
Looks like you boys are doing a fine job. Speed it up a little!
Hey, can you slow it down?
They're falling down, Ren! They're falling off the ceiling! You know, Stimpy, I've learned something today. If I wanted to make more money for a higher cost, adjusting for inflation, I must work harder and maintain the achievements. And you want to know what else I've learned?
What exactly, Ren?
Who needs that miserable CEO at that sushi store? There are lots of different corporations as displayed all over the map.
I'm the map.
Atta boy, Ren. Who knew you had such a big brain more than I give credit for?
The summer season has just left the island of Sodor, and the engines were glad to return to their normal duties. However, there were many more passengers than usual, and many controllers were scrambling for new and exciting vehicles to keep their networks afloat. One day, Duke and Smudger were idling at the station, awaiting orders from the thing controller, Mr. Percival. Now, for those who don't know, Smudger is a show-off. If you were to ask why, allow me to give you the demonstration. Every chance he makes, he can prove to the other engines how useful he can be, which results in him being careless, riding roughly, and often coming off the rails. His favorite engine to show off was Duke, who by many was regarded as the oldest and yet wisest of the narrow-gauge engines. The two engines waited and waited until they heard an unfamiliar revving. It was a shiny old-fashioned road vehicle who was donning a bright shade of yellow paint, a white rooftop, and was wearing a confidential smile. Out of all road vehicles such as Terrence, Birdie, Bulgy, Butch, and so forth, the two engines had never seen such an oddball of a road vehicle like this one before.
What's this here? Another one of them sports vehicles carrying Hollywood autograph hounds? Give me a break. Actually, this here is our very first railway taxi, smiled Mr. Percival. In case another engine is busy or is waiting at another station, we can use this new taxi to deliver your passengers just like clockwork. He's got that right. Usefulness on the road is my kind of specialty. I'm Revkey. Well, it's nice to meet you, little guy. I'm Duke.
And over here we have Smudger. He can be kind of a backstabber, or better yet, a show-off, if anything.
I heard that, Dookie. All right, simmer down, you two. Let's get ready for your passenger trains today. There's so much to do and so little time. Come on, Revkey.
You bet, sir.
What a nice taxi. Isn't it exciting, Smudger? Now many more passengers can go from station to station in both train and taxi at the same time. Yeah, right. Taking passengers is our job. Well, we just gotta keep moving forward, that's all. If not, what might the railway come to? Yeah. What if that taxi is the perfect example of our replacement, permanently? What may happen to all of us then? Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to deliver my passengers today. Well, all right, but be careful, Smudger. You don't want to puff roughly and come off the rails, do you? Listen, Dookie, who worries about a few accidents? I certainly don't. Goodbye. He never listens to me.
So Smudger went to fetch his coaches. They didn't like the sight of him at all.
Not so hard, me lad. Smudger, what do you think you're doing? Be careful with those coaches, me lad. The workmen had those repainted last week.
Yeah? Well, they'll be repainting them when I'm proven to be really useful.
Oy vey, some engines today.
Later that day, he pulled up to the station where James was waiting for him.
Why, hello there. What's your name? James. Your name? Smudger. Say, do you like pulling passengers? Precisely. I'd be sure to give Gordon a run for his money anyhow. At least it's much better than pulling dirty trucks from dirty sidings. Yeah, well, you better enjoy it while you still can, buddy. Unless you want to be replaced by an old-fashioned taxi.
James was speechless. Smudger was chuffing carefully through the countryside. Suddenly, without warning, something unusual took Smudger's attention, and it was
Oh, well, there's Rev Key. Well, there's no way he's going to replace all of us steam engines now. Perhaps a little rail/road race wouldn't hurt anybody.
I wouldn't increase the speed if I were you, Smudger, said his driver. Besides, you heard what Duke said, right? But Smudger wasn't listening. This was the chance that he had been waiting for.
Oh, hi there, Smudger. How are you today?
But Smudger just laughed. Then there was trouble. Thankfully, no one was hurt, but Smudger was feeling rather silly. Later that day, Revkey heard that Smudger was in trouble, so he kindly delivered his own passengers to help him back on the rails again, whilst another engine took his train to make up for lost time.
Well, Smudger, I warned you to be careful, but you didn't take much notice, did you? Yeah, right, he snarled. Besides, I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for that meddling taxi who's planning to take our passengers and leaving us in the dust. Say what? What makes you think I want to replace steam engines on Sodor? Why, I wouldn't mind being really useful and keeping the railway network afloat. It's in my blood. All right, fellas, easy, easy.
So, with the best strength possible, the workmen managed to lift Smudger back on the rails again.
Well, it looks like my work here is done. Goodbye, fellas.
Instead of saying thank you, Smudger could only make an angry sneer at Revkey. By the time he had crawled back to the sheds, the thin controller, Mr. Percival, wasn't very happy. You are a very naughty engine, Smudger, he said. One of these days, we're going to have to send you over to the Sodor Steamworks to have your engine looked at, so this way you won't come off the rails too easily. I suppose that'll teach you to learn some rock and roll tricks from Duncan. The next morning, it wasn't made very clear if Smudger had learned his lesson, for some children walked up and was granted permission by their families to come and have a look at the engines. One called out,
"Hey, look, everybody! Here's Smudger. He tried to race a taxi yesterday, but the taxi nearly beat him."
and the children all laughed and smiled till they nearly had the case of the hiccups. Poor Smudger never believed in taxis now.
Wait a minute. Catwoman? What are you doing here? I thought you were supposed to be back at Superhero High with Harley Quinn and the others. Oh, it's you. Well, apparently I was looking for my cat Roz. Unfortunately, though, he is nowhere to be seen. Almost as if it's some kind of magic. Well, maybe perhaps another supervillain has kidnapped him, or maybe he ran away, or... It's debatable, but I'm not sure yet. Well, why don't I just bring you over to the Hall of Justice with me? Surely Batgirl is good with machines, right? Sure, why not? Alright, so this wouldn't be too much of a Scooby-Doo mystery to solve. Now, Catwoman, when was the last time you saw your pet cat? Last time he was present, he was just fast asleep in his bed. But soon after that, that was it. Fair enough, surprisingly. Now let's be on the search for whoever kidnapped Roz. Great, Hera. That must be the kidnapper. I so. Wonder where it's going anyway. Reminds me to have that GPS system fixed. Well, perhaps maybe Supergirl can investigate the situation. She does have X-ray vision, you know. Why, great Scott! Well, what do you see? Looks like we've got two unlikely villains capturing not only Roz, but also other house cats in Metropolis City. That doesn't sound very heroic to me. Agreed. Supergirl, it's up to you to rescue Roz and all those other kittens. Our Catwoman is counting on you. Aye aye.
Did somebody knock?
That's right, everybody. Come and get your rescued house cats. Only $5 each. She's good. Thanks for all your help finding Roz with me. Why, I just don't know what I would do without my cute little kitty. No problem. That's exactly what friends are for, especially for those who are anti-heroes.